At 5 in the morning, the world is silent. No traffic, no noise, no distractions, just darkness, and a choice. Most people are asleep, dreaming about a better life. But one poor man is awake, not because life is easy, but because life left him no other option. This is the power of 5 a.m. He was not born with privilege. No connections, no safety net, no second chances. Every day looked the same. Work, tiredness, survival, and the quiet fear that tomorrow would be no different from today. He felt trapped, a hamster on a wheel, running just to stay in the same place. The world around him celebrated success, but all he knew was the struggle to make it through the day. The weight of his reality was heavy, a constant pressure that threatened to crush his spirit. But one morning, before the sun even considered rising, he decided to rise first. Not to be special, not to join some elite club of early risers, but simply to be prepared. To still a moment for himself before the world started demanding its share. 5 a.m. is not magical. Discipline is at 5 in the morning. Life is quiet, and in that quiet, your mind becomes clear. It's a rare pocket of peace in a chaotic world. No one is demanding your attention. No emails are flooding your inbox. No one is pulling you backwards with their doubts or their negativity. No one is telling you who to be. It's just you and your thoughts. At 5 a.m., you meet yourself, stripped of all the roles you play during the day. You meet the real you, the one with hopes, fears, and untapped potential. And most people are afraid of that meeting. They'd rather hit snooze and stay in the comfortable numbness of sleep than face the person they've become, and the person they could be. The first days were painful. His body resisted, screaming for just 5 more minutes of sleep. His mind complained, whispering every excuse it could conjure. It's too cold, you're too tired, this won't make a difference. Every fiber of his being begged him to quit, to crawl back into bed and surrender to the warmth of the blanket. But he stayed. He knew that giving in was a luxury he couldn't afford. While others slept, he learned, he read books he never had time for. He planned his day with intention. Instead of letting the day happen to him, he trained his body, building strength and resilience. He trained his mind, sharpening his focus. He wasn't doing it for motivation. He was doing it for survival, because poor people cannot afford wasted time. Every minute is a resource, a coin that can be invested or squandered. He chose to invest. Then, something changed. It wasn't a sudden shift. It wasn't an external change. His bank account didn't magically fill up. His job didn't suddenly become easier. His life, on the surface, looked the same. What changed was inside him. His identity changed. He stopped seeing himself as a victim of his circumstances, a passive passenger in his own life story. He started acting like the owner of his future. He took control. Waking up early didn't make him rich overnight. It made him responsible, and responsibility changes everything. It's the foundational shift from hoping things will get better to making them better. He realized that while he couldn't control the world, he could control his response to it, and that response started at 5 a.m. Weeks passed, then months. The habit, once a painful struggle, became a part of him, while others rushed their mornings spilling coffee, scrambling for keys, starting their day in a state of chaos and stress. He was already ahead. He moved through his morning with a sense of calm, prepared, focused. He had already won the first battle of the day before most people had even woken up. Opportunities didn't just fall from the sky into his lap. Life doesn't work that way, but when they appeared, small cracks of light in the wall of his routine, he was ready. He had the clarity to see them and the energy to seize them. Success did not come suddenly, like a lottery win. It came quietly, step by step, morning by morning, decision by decision. This is how destinies change, not in a single, dramatic moment, but in the accumulation of 1,000 small, disciplined choices. So, listen, waking up at 5 a.m. will not fix your life overnight. It's not a magic pill, but it will fix how you face your life. It gives you the one resource that money can't buy, time. And time, when used correctly, is power. It's the power to learn, to grow, to plan, to build. Poor or rich, young or old, the morning belongs to the disciplined. It's the great equalizer. It doesn't care about your background or your bank balance. It only asks for your commitment. It's your private headquarters where you strategize your victory for the day ahead. Tomorrow morning, when that alarm rings in the darkness, remember this. You are not waking up early to impress anyone. You're not doing it for a social media post. You are waking up to escape the life you no longer accept. You are waking up to build the one you deserve. 5 a.m. is not about the clock. It is about the decision to rise before your excuses do. And that single decision, repeated every day, can change everything. Thank you for watching.